Did you see Jean-Claude Van Damme kicking Cody Garbrandt in the face?
It was awesome.
I didn't see the video, but I saw the write-up of it, and it was very, very funny. Cody Garbrandt talking about it. He couldn't believe it. Tell it from your end, because obviously you watched the video.
Yeah, so I guess they were sparring, and I did listen to Cody retell it because you kind of can't tell from the video exactly what happened. But apparently, what they were doing was they're sparring, and I guess Jean-Claude Van Damme is a friend of the team, so he's come in.
Hold on. I very much doubt they were sparring.
Well, I guess Jean-Claude.
Were they teaching drilling techniques? Because from what the story that I heard Cody tell was that they were exchanging kicking techniques. Of course, Van Damme. Listen, you've got to give it to Van Damme because of course he's a movie star and whatever, and his background was in ballet. But that guy's super flexible, and he does have, an incredible kicking repertoire. And I think that he was showing Cody some kicking technique, and then boom, he just kicked him square in the face and bust all his lips and stuff like that. And it was funny because it reminds me of old traditional martial arts instructors. They want to, they know they're not going to get punched back, but they want to make the moves look really good and menacing. So when they show it on whoever the instructional dummy is, they'll say, you over there, come here. And then they'll basically just abuse that guy. They'll bend his arms backwards. They'll pull the hair. They'll hit them in the stomach. They'll do it really hard so it looks like a good technique. And it just reminded me of that. And there's Van Damme, and he's doing his thing, and then kicks Cody in the face. And apparently Cody had to walk away because, his blood was boiling a little bit.
Yeah. I guess he got really pissed off, and he was like, I'm going to punch this fucking guy in his stupid 56-year-old head. And he had also just lost. I believe this is right after he had lost to TJ Dillashaw. So
yeah,
I'm sure like, I don't know exactly, how much, emotions were still high after that, but he's fucking just not in a good place overall. And this fucking actor comes in and kicks him in the face. But it was kind of funny.
But what do you do in that scenario though? Because obviously he's trying to teach, and maybe he's taking a little bit of a liberty, but still, you're not trying to hurt anyone. And as I said, in martial arts, sometimes when people are demonstrating a technique, they might go a little bit, over the edge, if you will, but they're still just trying to show a technique. So you've got to take it. You've got no choice. You have to take it. But then, of course, he kicks you right in the face, splits your lip open, and you walk away. It's a difficult spot because, of course, remember, it's also Jean-Claude Van Damme, so you can't really lose your shit at him. You've got to give him some respect,
Well, apparently, what happened was Cody left and got pissed, and then Jean-Claude Van Damme fell on the floor and started crying and was like, I'm so sorry. He was really upset. And I guess the video that came out there, I guess people thought that Cody had hit him, and that's why he started crying. But it was kind of a fiasco, more or less a silly tale more than anything else. It wasn't a real thing.
No. It was a bit of fun. It was just funny hearing Cody. The way he told it kind of cracked me up. Who knows? Maybe Van Damme, maybe it was an accident. Maybe he tried to get close, and just kind of misjudged it a little bit. Have you ever done that, Lewis? Have you ever gone to throw a punch, but just demonstrating the big prowess, the physical prowess that is Luis J. Gomez, but meant to pull it and actually connected?
I feel like you're being sarcastic. And
I am being a little sarcastic, but I'm leading into a good story.
Yeah. No, no, not really. I mean, fucking around. Obviously, me and my girlfriend will play fight and grapple, and every once in a while, I'll quote unquote accidentally hit her a little too hard, but
Oh God, tell that story at the Golden Globes.
Yeah, right. Hashtag me too.
Yeah. I did a movie, when was it? 2013 with a good friend of mine in England, Noel Clarke. He's a actor, producer, director, very talented man. And he did this movie called The Anomaly, and I played this Russian pimp called Sergio. And I had a brothel, and in the movie, he wakes up in this brothel, and he's trying to leave. Anyway, lo and behold, a fight breaks out. Now, in this scene, all I had to do, he comes at me, he throws a punch. I had to just parry the punch, to the side, throw one shot, which drops him. Okay? Now, of course, you rehearse it. He throws the shot, I parry the shot, I throw the right hook. Okay, misses. Do it again. Do it 2-3 times, get the timing down. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, sweet. Okay. Now, 2013, I just had surgery for my detached retina. Okay. And I was still recovering from that. And my eyesight wasn't still, my peripheral and just my depth perception was a little affected. And, you know, in the rehearsals, you got nice and slow, but on the movie, I want to make it look good. I want to make it look like I can pack a punch. So Noel Clark, he throws the jab or whatever it was. I parry the shot. I catch the hand, and then woof, I swing the shot as hard as I can. Now, thank God I didn't fully connect. Otherwise, there would have been a problem. Bearing in mind, this guy was the director, the producer, the writer, and the star of the movie. If something went wrong with this guy, you know, it's a big fucking problem. But I throw the punch, and I fucking missed, you know, I fuck up the distancing a little bit. And as I throw it, my knuckle just, ding, just clips his chin a little bit. Anyway, he goes down on the floor. And as he goes down, I'm like, fuck, shit. Because I thought I punched him in the face. And he's on the floor and he goes, cut. He shouts out cut between his teeth because he can't move his jaw.
That's hilarious.
What's that?
That's fucking hilarious. He has to direct the movie with a broken jaw.
I'm like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And he's on the floor and his jaw's like really hurt. And all like the assistants and whatnot, the runners, they're getting him ice for his jaw and shit like that. And I'm like, dude, fuck, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. Anyway, so we watch it back and the take was beautiful. We watch it back, it's in slow motion. I swing this punch, it connects. But then you just see me in slow motion. As I hit him, then I just go, no. So we had to redo it. It was totally ruined. But Noel was a very good sport about it. His jaw was okay. It was on your love tap, you know. But he dined out on that one for a while, so we're all good.
You told me, I mean, on some of your movies, you know, the guys that are on set that are fighting and fight choreographers, those are fucking actual badass dudes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they're not like world-class mixed martial artists, but they're still badasses. So it's like somebody like Jean-Claude Van Damme who has been training his martial arts his whole life, who has fucking... Sure. You know, I don't know exactly how much real life combat he has, but even if you're punching a fucking heavy bag and kicking a heavy bag every day of your life for 25 years, you're going to be able to do it a lot better than the fucking average guy. You know what I'm saying? No, so getting hit by a guy like that.
100%. And then also, I mean, as you said, a lot of the stunt guys, I mean, they are tough guys. Stunt guys in the movies, well, they do the stunts. They make everything look real. You know, they bring in the body double for the actor and they make it look legit. And those guys, you know, I mean, whenever I do fight scenes with stuntmen or whatever, I try and be as respectful as possible, you know, because you got to respect the person. You don't want them to get hurt. You don't want them to get injured. You know, they're all going home to the families, the wives, girlfriends, whatever it is, and they're just there for a paycheck, just like everybody else. So you got to treat them with respect. But the stories that you hear is that sometimes people don't, you know, and they're like, well, listen, they're stuntmen. That's what they're here for. And yeah, they're tough sons of bitches. So maybe, you know, maybe Van Damme was just used to kicking him in the face. Maybe it was an accident. Who knows? It was a very funny story either way.